if you're a newer coach and you want to be tremendous, do these 3 things. Number 1, have a system, and don't change it. You might add or subtract a little bit, halfway through the year. You might say, you know what, we really should, there's teams getting a lot of mileage out of a cross-face cradle. So maybe you wanted to add that, all right? Then you might remove a position. You might have too many front headlock tactics, and you're like, they're really not using this. So you take it off. But for the most part, your system, you don't deviate from it very much. That way the kids are constantly like being marinated, right? Or being bathed. You're constantly bathing yourself, immersing yourself in one system over and over and over and over. The second thing you need to do is become a great classroom manager. What I mean by great classroom manager is put the workers to work. If the teacher stands out in the hallway 2 minutes after the bell rings because, she's chatting with another teacher, or maybe she's finishing up something with the principal or talking to a student, something that could wait till during class or after class, or, she's double checking her roll sheet or something, I don't know. Then you walk into the classroom and the kids, it's chaos. Well, now it's going to be about 8 or 10 minutes before you get the classroom calmed down. So now she's wasted 10 to 12 minutes. You do that every class 6 times a day. I mean, she's wasted over an hour a day. She's miserable. She's pulling her hair out. She doesn't like teaching, and she blames the kids. No, you should be waiting there when the kids come in. Say, okay, guys, here's your first, turn this worksheet in. There's 3 questions. They grab the worksheet, they sit down, they get started. You take a roll while they're working. You collect all of these. Sometimes these are graded, sometimes they're not. They're called bell ringers. And then, they're used as extra credit. Maybe they take their score and they can replace a test with the bell ringer assignments. And that gives them incentive to actually do it. And now the class is calm, it runs itself, it's beautiful, right? That's the reason I've been able to coach wrestling for 20 years as a full-time job and not want to blow my head off, right? Calm, cool. The practices go like this, okay? So you want to be a master at managing the time of the athlete, because a lot of the behavior issues come from your lack of organization and your inability to put the workers to work. I have a vision in my head. I want the soles of their shoes to be worn clean, because of my unbelievable organized teaching methods. The number 3 thing you can do is become good at teaching. If a teacher says, here's 9 steps to solve this math equation, and she does 3 examples and says, okay, guys, go do it. I mean, they can't remember 9 steps. But if she says, okay, class, we're going to go through, I demoed 3 times. Now we're going to go through all the steps as a group. She puts, they write the problem. Step 1, do this. Is everybody there? Good. Step 2, do this. Who needs help? Walk over. Step 3, we're going to do this. Step 4, she takes them through step by step. Now they actually can get good at math, right? The problem with our education system is there's a lack of teaching methods sometimes, and when the kids don't get something, it's because the teacher's unorganized chaos, because he lets the classroom fall apart. And I've done this too. I'm not criticizing teachers. I was a joke for 1 year, then I was really good for 2 years, and I was great for 1 year, I think, as a coach too. So, or they don't know how to teach little human beings complex things. So what you want to do is learn to teach your routines and steps. And routines is a good word too. We don't like to, a lot of times it's random moves followed by a recreational drill time. That's what you get at wrestling camp, all right, and practices. Not at ours, and it shouldn't be at yours either. So there's 3 good, important pieces of advice for you newer coaches, or maybe you older coaches who just feel like you need better results. Implement those in your wrestling career as a coach. Will go crazy and you'll set fire to it. Good luck.